We had a snowstorm. Went out and plowed the driveway. We have a 200-foot long driveway. I felt fine, and I came in the house and sat down, and it just felt a little funny. When you have heart disease for as long as I've had it, you have warning signs that you tend to recognize. And I just knew something was wrong. And we called the ambulance, and I was fine in the ambulance until they started rolling me into the emergency room, and then I lost it. The first thing I opened up my eyes, my daughter was holding my hand crying, because we've been in a coma for 2 weeks, and the hospital said there was nothing we can do for him, suggested coming to Rochester.
So Joe came to us very sick. One of our referring centers downstate called us about him. He was in their hospital in what we call cardiogenic shock, meaning that his heart was not able to pump enough blood to support his organs. And we were able to get him feeling good enough to go home. And we saw him back at that 1 month visit, and it was very clear that he was still struggling. We had to think outside the box a little bit and start talking about other ideas.
And he told me about this device. He told me what it would do. He told me there was no guarantees. I said, well, let's do it.
So this is called cardiac contractility modulation, or CCM for short. And as you can see, it looks kind of like a pacemaker. What it does is it actually waits for the heart to start contracting, and it delivers the electrical signal while the heart is actually in the act of contracting. This is really the first device of its kind that's available. Within about another 2 to 3 weeks, he came back for the procedure. He got implanted.
And I was discharged in the afternoon, and my energy level had changed by the time I got home. And I felt so good, we didn't go all the way home. We went out to dinner.
And I will never forget him walking in a week after that device implant. He looked like a different person. It was night and day. CCM is one of those beautiful devices that requires very little upkeep and very little maintenance. Once it's implanted, it's basically autopilot. It's actually one of the first technologies that can recharge itself on its own. So Joe gets a fancy little wand that he sits with for a few minutes every week, and it recharges the battery. So because of that, we really don't need to see Joe all that often. If he's feeling great and he's charging his device, we can see him maybe once every 6 months, once a year, and that's it.
Dr. Fattel and the staff in the hospital are miracle workers. And what this device has done in the 3 months I've had it has just been a game changer for me.
He did not have quality of life. He could not do the things that were important to him. He could not get on his treadmill and go for his evening walks. He was scared to do it. He said he didn't think he could do it. And he was up and doing them within a week of getting the CCM therapy, which was amazing.
I have the best of both worlds. I have new challenges. I can't jump out of an airplane anymore, but you can do other things. And at the end of the day, you can also sit down and have the great memories for what you had. It is really the best of times. And just keep going until we run out of runway.